Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Peplotopus here, and it's time to review JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Episode 23, High Priestess Part 1. This was actually a really good episode. We got a little bit of plot, in this episode. The characters talked about Holly and how they need to beat Dio, and we even got Joseph calling Susie Q from Part 2. She was a funny character. She's the same. I knew immediately who it was when I saw her trying to pick out a different whatever color dress, and then there was a magazine with Smokey Brown as the mayor. That was the little black dude from Part 2. That was a really cool little reference right there, a little cameo thing. But yeah, the main episode is they're aboard the ship, or aboard the yellow submarine, Beatles reference. And they're just kind of chilling. I like the interior color scheme of the submarine. It's just like a red-white color scheme, but it looks cool. They're just kind of chilling, driving, a few comedy scenes here and there. Talking about how the group's finally back together. We're going to do this shit. Get the epic split panel face thing. And then all of a sudden there's 6 coffee cups. And Kakyoin's like, oh fuck, I must have seen it wrong. Why is there 6? And I wasn't really sure why there were 6 either. But then Joseph picks it up. And then it's just like, boom, crazy fucking John Carpenter's The Thing comes out. Fucks up his metal arm. Or whatever arm's his metal arm. But probably this one. But anyways. That happens. We see this ugly looking motherfucker. High Priestess, the stand, obviously. Avdul gives us its, 101. Which is pretty much what he used to do back in the day before he fucking, quote unquote died. But yeah. It was cool though. It's a cool stand design. It's creepy looking. It's scary. Its powers are very interesting. We got everyone trying to hit this thing. Silver Cherry, its metal bangs off of it. The fucking submarine's starting to flood. They're running out of oxygen. The stand is just kicking their asses. Submarine crashes into the fucking water. Well, it's already in the water, but it crashes to the floor of the ocean is what I meant. And, all the while they're getting, like, phone calls. Not phone calls. Well, yeah, they are getting phone calls from Susie, but no one's answering the phone. Then Jotaro answers it, and he's like, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. And she doesn't know anything. They're not really wanting to tell her anything about this, which is kind of interesting. We'll see where that goes. Probably nowhere, but, JoJo's a very, very simple series. There's not really much to read into with this. But, yeah, there's this cool scene where Jotaro actually catches it with Star Platinum, but it turns into a fucking razor blade. It's a real cheap, fucking hacked little bastard. It cuts Kakyoin on the neck, and there's a bunch of blood, but of course it's just a fucking flesh wound, because, anime characters and blood, especially JoJo. But yeah, it's not just like John Carpenter's The Thing, because John Carpenter's The Thing could turn into, like, anybody. But this thing is more like, just turning into any inanimate object or surface. Which sucks because they're in a submarine, but they're going to try and bail out with scuba gear. That's cool. Joseph does not have his hand, so that sucks. And Jotaro declared he's going to fucking fuck this thing up. So, what else is new? But yeah, I thought the phone calls with Susie were very interesting. It was cool, a little change of pace to bring in some of that extra, plot, not just fight after fight after fight, and that's just it. It was cool to see cameos from a character like that, and then, the magazine. The music in this episode was very nice, and it had good imagery throughout, too. Anything else? No, really, great music. It was well-paced. It had cool imagery when it would switch between, like, the nighttime sky to the underwater, and a shot of, like, Susie looking out a window, and then you see the submarine on the ocean floor. And the water looks really good. I mean, JoJo always has high production value. All the fish and everything, all the underwater landscapes and everything look really good for what we saw of it. And we got like a little explanation of the Red Sea, which was kind of unnecessary, but JoJo does that, and it's kind of cool. Probably didn't find it that interesting because I already know about the Red Sea, but I mean, some of the other stuff they talked about before when they went to certain places, those were pretty cool. But yeah, they're almost to Egypt, and they got attacked by a stand. Who didn't fucking see that coming? And JoJo's apparently going to be going on break pretty soon. I believe there's going to be one more episode, then it's going to go on break, and then it'll come back next year, and then finish everything with Egypt. So, yeah. I think, well, I'll talk about it more, like, next week when we actually get the last episode of the year, but I'm probably going to do a couple of videos I said I was going to do on earlier JoJo parts that I haven't gotten around to doing yet. I'll probably do those while it's on break. But anyways. What do I want to rate this episode? I'll go like 7.5 out of 10. I mean, it was cool stand. I liked all the imagery and everything. Maybe an 8. Yeah, I'll go 8. The animation, the picture quality, the environment, the music, all that really boosts it up from just being a good episode. I'll go like good plus, which would be an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.